Welcome back to Tårnby, Denmark. We're here for the VoIP Defender World Junior Curling Championships 2016. We'll bring you live coverage from the Kastrup Curling Hall for this first of playoff draws. My name is Sander Ulvåg and I'm joined by our Dream and Supreme, Alison Kraviazik. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sander. Thank you for that.
The round robin is officially over and we're diving right into the playoffs. This afternoon we'll have Hungary play Korea in the women's 3-4 page game. Hungary just beating Sweden in a tiebreaker this morning to get here, while Korea able to sit back and get ready all morning. We'll have a look at the standings to see how the teams got here. On the very top of the table we'll see Canada with a perfect 9-0 record, perhaps looking to copy Kelsey's Rock's undefeated run last year. USA finishing in second place with a 7-2 record. We'll have Korea also sitting on 7-2, ranked third, having lost to USA in round-robin play. Hungary joins the top three as the last piece of the jigsaw puzzle. Sweden, losing out in a tiebreaker, will finish fifth and keep their spot at the Worlds for next year. So does Switzerland at 4 and 5. Turkey will play Russia in a tiebreak to avoid relegation. Scotland and Japan already dropped into the World Junior B event for next season. We'll see the playoff stages. 1-2 game, Canada with USA. The winner of that game will go directly to the gold medal game. The loser will drop into the semi-final and play the winner of the 3-4. So a couple of games to go for our teams today if they want to win that gold medal. As we see the lineup for Hungary: at lead, Bernadette Biro. Second, Vera Kaluchai. At third, Henrietta Miklai. And the team is skipped by Dorothea Palancha. No alternate for Team Hungary, but they have an amazing coach. We have Zoltán Palancha.
For Team Korea, at lead, we have Soo Young-oh. At second, we have Tae Yi Yang. At third, we have Hai Rin Kim. At skip, we have Min Ji Kim, the alternate being Ji Young Lee, and the team coach, Sung Jung Lee.
Well, team's just lining up for this first of playoff draws. We'll have some quite interesting games next to our sheets. I know Alison will keep us up to date on what's happening elsewhere in the Kastrup Curling Hall today. Don't you worry. We'll see stone colors. Hungary throwing the red stones today. Korea will throw the yellow. Korea, placing third in the round robin, will have the advantage of last stone. As we start that first end, Korea just gathering for a little scrum here before the game starts.
I think that works out pretty great. The Korean team with the yellow colored jackets and Hungary with the red. Should be pretty easy to be able to follow along with that this game.
So I have no excuses.
Nope.
So Dorothea Palancha, two-time world mixed doubles champion, looking to grab a medal here at the World Juniors. We did talk to her early in the week, and that was the goal for them, to hopefully be in the playoffs and contend for a medal. And now they're very much in the mix to do so. Again, we're on bane 5, or sheet 5, or sheet echo, as we would call it here this week. We've seen a few games on the sheet. We should know it quite well, Alison and I, as we see Bernadette Biro at lead, throwing the very first stone of our 3-4 game. And we'll see one more swing on this side of the sheet, coming from the boards and in towards the center line. It should be a little bit straighter on the right-hand side as we see it. You see the big swing here, as this red stone will just slip to the back 4. It looks like Korea just going to play the nose hit. So looking to keep things open. So Young-oh, lead for Korea. You've checked on some of the stats, Alison. You obviously haven't seen Korea in action this week on the broadcast, but some of their stats might reveal what kind of play they might prefer.
Absolutely. We took a peek, and Korea only giving up 4 two-enders all week and 29 ones. So I think that goes to show how efficient they are with with their defense. They're absolutely not giving the other team any chances at scoring more than 2 points. It's incredible.
This might be quite important for Hungary not to give away a lead at the start here. I guess Korea might just run away with it.
Yep. And if we take a peek at Hungary, they've given up 16 two-enders this week. So a little bit of a difference there. But I think from what we can expect from those numbers, Korea definitely seems to be extremely strong on the defense, not giving their opponents any chances.
Hungary just rolling out on their second stone. Korea will be allowed to practice their draw weight. Look to draw this to the wing. Because if Hungary would miss this next takeout, they would be able to come to the other side of the house and leave maximum separation. Of course, we don't expect to see a miss on an open takeout, but in the first end of their first playoff game of the World Juniors might be some nerves for second Danwai skip Vera Kaluchai.
I think more often than not, you're going to have the players throwing a little bit more weight than they would like. Just a little bit of the adrenaline running and kicking out with more than they wanted to.
And just making sure you get that opponent's stone to go away, at least. Don't want to miss it completely in the very first end.
Tae Yang throwing second stones for Team Korea.
Roll hit, but just roll out. Now Hungary with that chance to play a draw, and of course they'll try and put their stone in the center of the house.
As we've said before, Vera being the only left-hander for both the men and women's this entire week. So she has a different setup in the hack than the rest of her teammates, coming out from the right side of the hack.
Is there any disadvantage to be left-handed playing curling? Does it really matter?
No, I wouldn't say it's a disadvantage, but your skip definitely has to know the difference in the line of direction between the two throwers, because they are coming out on different sides. So their in turn is a right-hander's out turn. So a little bit of a difference, but if it's something they've been practicing all year, their skip should know exactly where to place the broom. We see it on Eve Muirhead's team. Anna Sloan being a left-hander.
And I believe Mark Kennedy is a left-handed player as well. Those two are pretty great examples of what I say, decent curling players. Yeah. Oscar Eriksson, yes.
Yeah. Lots of really, really solid left-handers.
Henrietta Miklai playing third stones for Hungary. You'll, as mentioned, see this run a bit straight. The sheet just being a little bit slanted from the boards and towards those other sheets. It's been fairly consistent all week, so if they've been watching our broadcast, you would probably have a good grasp of how the sheet works. Although Hungary did actually play here on Sheet Echo on Thursday when they played Sweden in the evening draw. It's not too long ago. That should be fresh in their memory. While Korea actually played there yesterday in the last game against Turkey. That should be a bit of an advantage.
Yeah, the Korean women actually playing on this very sheet on Friday, and then the day before on the Thursday. So they've actually played on this sheet Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So they should know it quite well by now.
Well, that is an advantage, I'd say, and they've been playing with both stone sets as well. Hungary have also played the red stones when they played Sweden, so if there's anything with the stones, they should know. You might see some stones curl a tad more, or some stones maybe glide a bit further. That's being tested by the alternate players in the evenings, usually.
These are the kinds of conversations that the players will have throughout the game, whether or not they think that the stones are matched with each other.
Oh, big miss there.
Oh my.
Hitting Kim. And Hungary actually with a great chance to draw to the opposite side here in line 2. Our first look at Dorothea Palansha here today with the intern draw. Would have liked to kept those red stones level, but good enough to lie 2 here, and Korea still going to have to work quite a bit to get their blank end. Could play a double, but it's fairly thin. I think they're probably going to go with a safer call and just play the hit and roll. Try and hit this red stone next to the broom and roll in front of that other red stone. Hopefully making it difficult for Hungary to lie 2. Min-jae Kim, skip of Korea. Definitely not playing a soft way here. Pretty firm for a delicate hit and roll. Maybe too firm, Alison?
Yeah, I think for the straight side here, she could definitely afford to throw a little bit less. Then again, maybe it's exactly what we said before, a little bit of a mix-up, maybe trying to throw a little bit less, but the adrenaline gets the best of you, and you just end up throwing a little bit more than you would have hoped.
Oh boy, bit of a stumble. I think she was able to leave the rock untouched.
Yeah, I think she just made it in time. Holy. I hope she's okay. Ooh.
Hurt her knee a little bit there.
Yeah, she did go down pretty hard.
Well, it doesn't take much of a tumble to maybe hurt your knee or something, and that might give you a little problem with your technique. If you're coming out, your knee is a little bit stiff or swollen. We'll see how that goes. For now, we'll have the last stone of the first end for Korea, drawing against 2. Hungary taking advantage of that one miss from Korea and forcing.
Perfect draw weight.
It's a very nice draw indeed, and Korea will lead the game 1-0 after one end of play.
Most még ütögettünk, ha teszi? Nekem szerintem igen. Jó az. De jó, és megmondom.
Hungary team looking pretty relaxed and look like they're having a great time out there. Lots of smiles in that scrum.
I think Hungary's had a great start to the game, having forced Korea. Now they're just going to have to try and score 2. As we'll see Korea draw to the house. Quite happy to be up 1. Not feeling like they need a guard in play. Oh. We'll see Hungary be quite on the defense.
Would have thought maybe they would have thrown a guard here. With that rock only being in the top 8, it's not quite of a problem rock.
Yeah, so that still leaving a lot of room to score for Hungary.
This one's really moving.
A little too much almost. Just enough to remove the yellow. And Korea, seeing how Hungary chose to play the hit, you could see them reconsider and throw the guard instead, but I think the iron drawing to the house couldn't quite see the call. You know, I think we might see Korea quite happy to keep it open as long as they're up by 1. And the strategy for the second end here, I think we might see Hungary be quite happy to keep this game tight. So we might just get a few open ends. Although Hungary, surely a team knows how to score big. They were down 3 against Sweden in the tiebreaker this morning and scored a huge 5 on them. So they know how to put stones in play. Just the question is, will Korea allow them to? While that's going on, this little cat and mouse game we got on our featured sheet, maybe we can see if we have some first end scores elsewhere.
Yeah, so not a heck of a lot going on the other sheets so far. I have a few first ends on the board. So on sheet A, we do have a matchup between Canada and the United States. For the women, Canada taking a 1 in the first end, so they will lead 1-0 going into the second. On sheet B, we have a matchup on the men's side between Scotland and the United States. And that one is still in the first end, I believe. On sheet D, another matchup. We have beside us, we have Canadian men against Switzerland, and they did blank the first end, so score still being 0-0. And that brings us to so now the sheet back on B. So they have finished the first end. The USA Men's team taking 1 point in the first end against Scotland.
Yeah, USA Scotland for men. The 1-2 page winner of that game will go to the gold medal game.
So we do have both the men and the women playoff games here this afternoon.
Yeah, the North American battle between Canada and USA. 1-2 page game for the women juniors. And a winner there also going to the gold medal game. The loser will play the winner of our future game here between Korea and Hungary, as we see a center guard in play now. And we might just get a score after all. So making a very nice draw around the center guard now. Hungary looking to open things up.
Oh! Yep.
Oh, there we go, Allison. Does that look familiar?
Sure does.
The tick peel.
Not impressed by you right now.
Allison here, of course, for the ones that don't know know her. A long time second for Rachel Homan. And we can just leave it there. I believe Korea is just going to throw the center again on this shot stone.
I believe so as well.
Another option could have been to split the rings, but they might want to just wait a little bit to make that move. If they don't make a good center guard here, you might see Hungary take advantage of it.
Just not enough. They will have almost all of that Yellowstone that's in the rings. They will have all of it. So now Hungary's just going to throw a hit and roll. Throw it away from that center guard.
A good chance for Hungary to lie two here. This one needing to curl. Just going to catch a tiny piece of that yellow and push it to the 12 foot. At least enough to sit for shot stone in the back 12. Just asking her skipper if she was a bit wide on the throw there. And I believe she was. Korea will throw the hit on the back rock. That's it too.
I think another thing that's really interesting about this Korean team is that the players are between the ages of 16 and 17 and really only have about 4 years of curling since they started.
It's incredible.
And here they are at a world championship in a 3-4 page. Absolutely incredible.
Of course, curling having a bit of a boom in Korea since 6th of July 2011, when it was confirmed that the Olympics would be hosted by Pyeongchang. As we see a bit of a miss here. On the wing, again, a little bit wide. On the out turn.
No, just feathers it.
That is close. Although she was probably trying to hit that on the nose and to sit there.
Now this is going to give the Korean team a golden opportunity to come around that center guard. They will be taking the curly side, which I think is a smart choice.
Well, they did make a beautiful draw here earlier in the end. You see this wing. See the Tårnby quite far from the center line, and in the end here, and you just see it dig in. Stone's obviously curling for the most part.
I think we might see this one over curl.
Well, it's a pretty good attempt, but I think you're right. I may be just peeking out a tiny bit on the center line side. There is enough curl here to come after it. Maybe even just play old tap on the nose. Push it back to the back of the forefoot.
I think that would be a really good shot. Make Korea throw a pretty difficult shot to try and get their shot stone out of the rings. Could force a mistake.
Because you're down to skip rocks here, so you'd like to try and score 2, wouldn't you?
Yep.
If you just hit this one and roll to the open, Korea would just hit that stone and then force Hungary to take their one. It does not seem like they are just playing the tap, although it does curl a little less coming this way. Maybe not just maybe feeling more comfortable removing one of the yellows. We'll see. Sweeping this one to get it past the guard. We'll get pretty much to nose. Push the yellow stone through. That's a pretty decent shot, but do you think Korea would be able to do the exact same?
Yeah, they'll be able to come right down to it as well, but still forcing Korea to make a tough shot. Should she ever just nick the guard, then it would be an open draw for her for 2. Korean team doing a little bit of the directional brushing to try and get it to curl. She will get a piece, but she does roll her shooter out in the process, so this is going to allow the Hungarian team to just hit and roll out of the rings to try and blank the end.
That is the very spot we saw the flash earlier in the end. I don't think we're flashing here though. This is going to over curl in fact and stick around. A bit of a well, an unforced error there from Skip Palansha. And with that we'll have a tied game after 2 ends of play. Korea will get that last stone advantage back.
여기는 생각보다 biztos, hogy ráüt. Biztos, hogy ráüt már gépek.
Back in action here. Third end of play. This time looks like Hungary will throw the center guard. What are Hungary achieving by throwing the center guard?
Well, they're definitely going to look to throw some rocks in play. Perhaps try and get an error, maybe a steal or a force out of the end. The Korean team is going to follow them down into the center as opposed to playing to the wings.
Very nice little hit and roll in behind the guard.
Korean team just looking to come down on top of this one.
I got a fun fact for you, Allison.
What's that?
If you take away the 10 women teams that played in the first World Juniors for the women's side in 1988, the best rookies, rookie nations to participate in the World Juniors after that are Korea finishing in 6th place at 5-5, and Finland 7th place with a 4-5 record. So Hungary actually the best
rookie team.
Yeah, best rookie team in the World Juniors history on the women's side. So
they must be pretty happy with their performance this week.
Bocsi, azt már nem láttam, hogy azt mondja, hogy hol.
Yeah, that's really incredible. making the hit and stay, but Hungary's going to try and follow them down and get that hit and roll underneath cover. There we go. So we've got the full rock and quite a bit of air so that we can see a roll here. Doesn't get the roll, but does stick her shooter. Oof. Boy, was that ever close. Thought she was actually on the guard. Good brushing. It's hard to believe they only started 4 years ago.
It is.
Still blowing my mind.
Wish I could be that good at something. In
After
4
only
years.
4 years, yeah, no kidding. Henrietta Miklai having a bit of a struggle this game at 50% so far. Just having 2 flashes last end definitely hurt her numbers a little bit. What a great draw, though.
Korea looking to maybe open things up here. Might even run that yellow one back, yeah. Looking at that option too now. Can run that in a number of ways. Sticking on the top red, you can go yellow, yellow. A few different options with this run back. Leading Kim. Currently at 44%, looking to improve on those numbers with a run back here. This one just over curling. Was very close to catching that yellow. And curled another, she curled it maybe an inch less here. Might have even seen those reds fly out the forefoot. That was definitely not the tolerance, I think. You could have caught that one a little high side, if anything. And
Yeah,
now
peeled
she's
the
over.
guard off.
Yeah, she's overlapped 2 stones on the center line, so.
Yikes.
Of course, with them being overlapped, the problem is it's hard to run those stones back now. You're going to have to use 2 stones to get to the forefoot. Well, depending on where this one ends up. And she'll come, I think, halfway around that yellow. It's a pretty good result. It's pretty good right there.
Yeah, Korea's got some bailing to do now. Try and clear things up to ensure that she's going to be able to score this end.
Korea has only ever medaled once, both for men's and women's junior curling. Not the world juniors anyway. And that was 2 years ago. Young Ai Kim losing out to Kelsey Rock in Flims. That's a bad year to get to the Worlds. And Kelsey Rock is there.
Yeah, she definitely put on a show last year, going undefeated the entire way through.
Yeah, back-to-back championships for Kelsey Rock, although I feel quite sorry for the ones that had to play even Muirhead as well.
Yeah.
And her reign,
Yep.
winning 5 World Junior Championships.
That is unreal.
No, four. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. That could have been 5 if she didn't have to go and play the Olympics. What a drag.
No, yeah, right. Darn. What a dilemma.
Coming about halfway around that guard again. I think that's pretty good still.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all. Coming around, really no slash for her right now that's available.
Not really an easy draw either left for Korea as it's lying. In all sorts of trouble. You might have to see them run something back here.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't have any slash on that one on the intern side on the 12-foot. Just runs back unless she catches it on top of the yellow to go back onto the red. But man, is that tough.
I might look at a red, yellow, red combination here.
I think we're going to see a lot of granite flying.
Hopefully. At least one stone. I'm sure we'll move, but if you catch this one too thin, I'm not going to get any contact with the back ones. Very nice to at least move 2 reds off the center line here. And try and roll the shooter away. Open it up.
Minji Kim.
Yeah, she's just going to pick it off. And Hungary could throw the same center guard again if they wanted to.
Did look like quite a bit of ice that she was taking on that one, to be honest.
Yeah, running very straight there, and maybe wanting it to give it a little extra push for weight. You'll see it run very straight, so it's almost like you don't have to take any ice.
No, pretty much on that side with Peel. Well, with Peel with most shots, but especially on that side where you let it go is where it's going to hit.
Although Rotja Palancha has thrown a few stones to the center line. I can tell you that. Playing mixed doubles for Hungary. That's pretty much all you do. Although for this season we've seen a few real changes within mixed doubles, but coming in towards the center, very much a shot that Palancha is comfortable with.
Did need to curl a hair more though. Tipping swingy side, you still have access to that red to get the yellow to the red. or hitting it high side and maybe getting some granite flying that way.
한 번 더요? 이거 돌려서 쳐야 되는데. 그니까. 이거를 딱 맞으면 되는데. 근데 이거 물렸어.
This might feel like a bit of a coach interaction moment already.
범퍼까지 좋아. 이거 해볼까요, 이거? 범퍼로. 그래야 이게 많이 안 날아가. 앞에 걸려도 되니까. 51초.
You're definitely going to get quite a bit of curl, so you
이게 나을 것 같아.
could absolutely throw a hack waiter here and just tap that yellow up to lie shot stone. And I do believe we are going to be throwing that, but
You'd love to catch it inside, though. If you ever nose it and your hair off, you might see that Yellowstone kind of spill out in the open. It might leave Hungary a hit and roll back to the center line to lie 4, 5, 4. Oh, of course, that is the last stone on the third end, so that does not make sense.
no.
But still a chance for us to spill open, though. Wanting the inside to sit right there.
Great shot. I think she's got it. And Korea will take 1 point. Big sigh of relief there.
There you go. Very nice. Well, only singles up on the board so far. And Korea leads the game 2 shots to 1. I believe at least we have 2 ends played on all the other sheets. Would you care to give us an update?
I would love
Honey?
to. All right, so on sheet B, Scotland and the United States, we do have exchanging singles as well. And it will be a 1-1 score right now in the third end. Canada and Switzerland, we do have Canada taking 2 in the second end, so they will lead 2-0 in the third at the moment. On sheet A, we do have Canada and the US for the women. Canada taking 1, then giving up a 2, and then taking a 3. So they will lead 4-2 in the fourth end right now. And we're back here.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hungary looking for a corner guard here. I think we've seen a lot of teams throw the corner guard to the side that curls the least. And I think usually you'd like to throw the corner to the side that has the most curl. Or is that just my silly imagination?
No, I completely agree with you. I think that the teams are... I'm not sure if maybe it's a strategy thing or if it's just forgetting, possibly, at the beginning of the end, that's the side that you should be throwing on. But I think it's a heck of a lot easier to wrap one around with the curly side than really hoping and praying that it's going to come up enough. Then again, well, it's corner-ish guard. It's high enough that perhaps you could try and wrap one around. But no, I definitely agree with you on that one, Sander.
Because the only good thing is if you ever make a good draw around the corner on the straight side, it is harder for your opponent to come after it. But
it's harder to get there.
Yeah, that's it. Like they put the corner on the more curly bit of the ice. Maybe they just prefer the outturn.
Perhaps.
That's how it does most players. Do you prefer the out or the in turn as a, or still do as a player?
I don't think I had a preference.
Still don't?
No. I like both.
That makes it easy.
Yeah.
We'll wrap this around the corner guard center. When Sarah Carlson and I did the broadcast, we sometimes call that a hybrid.
What was the reason for that?
It's like a halfway between a center guard and a corner. Semi-center, semi-corner.
I like it.
We need a term for it, I think.
Yeah, it's a good term.
Just off.
Just off.
Just off center line.
Yeah, just
Guard.
off corner.
I don't know. If you have a good suggestion, we would like to hear it.
Let's come up with some new terminology.
Yeah, I think so. So it's time for a guard that's not quite a corner or a center guard. We'll have to have a name for it. And if you have a suggestion, you can tweet us using the hashtag WJCC2016. As we see Korea coming nicely around that center guard, just a little off the center line. There we go. We have the Twitter hashtag. And if you do have some questions about the teams, about where we are, about the sport, rules, anything, Alison will surely help you out. She's all-knowing.
Not yourself?
I might be able to help using Google or something. Oh, just running this one back, and we'll stuff that Yellowstone in the top 8. Korea still lying 2.
Oh, a little unlucky to just stuff that one. I think the unfortunate part about that too is that they even rolled the yellow rock even further towards the center line, so Korea's just gonna block it all up now. Put some real pressure. I think the two of us kind of like throwing the guard at this. Just you are still leaving that hit and roll on the center line over to that hybrid corner guard. So could potentially give Hungary an out here. As we can see here, there's that gap in between the two red guards, and this could just give Hungary an easy double on these two.
It's a pretty good draw, though.
Still has to make it, but
Mindenképp le kell ütni azt
Nope.
a gárdot, erre a sárgára.
but that's not what she's going for. Just looking for the run slash, I believe.
Üssük le az A. Hogy? Romi az A. Nóznál ki, ilyet találjuk el.
This could be pretty good, too.
Yeah, looking to open things up. It's not a bad option.
Oh! Oh!
Good thing with throwing the other one, though, is if you were a little bit tight, you'd get that guard anyway. And could potentially make a double and stick your shooter and put some real pressure now on Korea, whereas before it was looking pretty dicey.
I believe Korea's just going to throw the center guard here. Lying 3, putting the pressure on Hungary. We'll have 4 red stones left to clear this mess up. This center guard might help them quite a bit, slipping into the top 12, or top 8 rather. That is a big mistake, allowing Hungary to
Bár az irány fontosabb.
make a hit directly onto the hills in the house, and might even leave the shooter. Top 8 here. Trying to catch this in the perfect spot with some up weight.
Could get all 3 flying here, but looks like we're hanging wide.
Oh, there we go. Nice little triple.
There we go.
Just flying out the house, the hills.
Nem raktad ki, ez nem jött egyáltalán. Jó volt, de 3-at kivitt.
I gotta say that's pretty nice.
I'd say so. Perfect shot.
Ilyenkor mondja a Lóri, én nem tudok én gyorsan? Tudok én. Szeretem.
And Korea makes nose hit by, I think they've left a double for Hungary here. To line 2. And if they could make that, that'd be some
0-9.
turnaround to this end. Korea was throwing the center guard, line 3.
Yeah, holy smokes, is it ever.
Csöpön! Csöpön! Hó! 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 Csöpön! 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 Hó! Hó! Csöpön! Csöpön! Szép!
Well, we'll make the L's go here.
Gyönyörű.
They lie 2. Wowie. That's what one miss can do.
2 perfect shots by Vera Kalochai.
Well, really made up for it. Made up for that second end where she missed a couple. Nice little hit and roll, but not able to roll underneath that red stone. Hungary will have a chance to play the hit and probably roll back, leave the stones separated. Dorothea Palancia making her way back to the hack.
10, igen, 3-10. Igen, de legyen picit szűkebb a jég. Gondolkozom rajta. Picit legyen szűkebb! Jó.
Oh, just going to catch it a little too high and roll all the way out. Bit of a missed opportunity there by skipper Palancia. But still a chance for them to perhaps score there too, with that red stone still being buried.
Yeah, Korea's going to need to throw a perfect one around these two reds here to try and force Hungary to just take their one instead.
Well, he did say it doesn't curl much coming this way, but maybe if you just get half buried here, that might be enough to make it difficult for Hungary to come in the same turn and play the hit and stick for two. This one hanging high for a line. They're trying to drag it as far as they can, maximize a curl. And a little line for shot stone, but very much in the open. Great chance for Dorothea Palancia to score the first two of the game.
Annál szűkebb volt a jég. Az előzőnél lassabbat dobok. Még mindig. Azt mondom, ugyanaz a jég, még mindig szélesebb, mint az előző jég.
How many
Még szűkebbet
deuces have Korea conceded so far this week? I think you told me earlier.
Yeah, so if Dorothea were to make this for two, this will only be the fifth two-ender that Korea will have given up all week.
That is impressive. And you haven't given up tons of 3s and 4s and 5s either.
No. They have given up 3 3s and 1 4, so.
Well, we're going to have to give up another 2 here, because that's a cracking shot from Dorothea Palancia. Makes the hit and stick in the forfeit. Quite happy to have done so. And now Hungary is in the lead, 3 shots to 2 after 4 ends of play here in the 3-4 page playoff game. And I think a little birdie told me something's happening on sheet A, Alison, between USA and Canada and the 1-2 page of the women's competition. Would you care to enlighten us?
Still waiting for sheet 4 to be updated, actually, Sander, but I will get to that as soon as...
Disappointing.
Your birdie is a little early. But she's coming.
I'm just eager.
She's coming, I know.
I guess our sheet is just a little quicker than the others today.
We will get those scores to you as soon as they come our way.
miatt hó, akkor már hó. Szupi.
First one of the end will enter the house. We'll see Korea throw the corner guard now, looking to put a couple of points up on the board as well here in the fifth end. Of course, would love to score a 2 before the halftime break. And again, we're seeing them throwing the corner guard towards the boards. And there's a less curl.
Very curious.
Very curious indeed.
Maybe there's a reason we don't know about.
Yeah.
Someone tweet us. Tell us why.
Well, maybe they think it curls too much coming the other way. It's almost uncontrollable. Could be the reason.
Yeah. But I guess there's upsides and downsides to both. But I think if the concept is to give your opponents the harder shots, I think I'd probably want to throw the easier come around and leave it to them to sneak by.
Hungary playing a little tap up, just putting a little too much weight on that. That's a classical mistake, just to overthrow the rock when you're looking for a tiny tap. Will push that red stone to the back of the 8 foot.
We do have a suggestion from Rick Hindle, who has tweeted us. Wants to call our hybrid guard the off-center house guard. I think it is a little bit of a mouthful. I think we need a one.
Something shorter.
We need a shorter word.
Doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
No, it doesn't.
Off-center house guard. No?
No.
Well, I'm very happy for the suggestion, but I'm looking for something a little more neat.
We do have a question also that comes in from Jay Hung. And wondering if the last stone is blanked in the final end, what happens? And in this case, they would go to an extra end.
Yeah, well, if the teams are tied after 10 ends of play, that would also happen in the next round. If you were playing an extra end and there would be a blank end, you'd have to play another extra end. That's not always the case when you play on the World Curling Tour, but that is the case for a World Curling Federation competition. We did actually see 2 extra ends when Russia played Italy in the World Juniors back in Flims in 2014. Although they weren't quite aware. Russia rolled out on their nose hit for the win, and Italy will very much thought they had won the game until the officials told them, no, you're playing another one.
Oh my.
And even Russia thought they lost the game, so it's a very interesting thing to have happened. And we don't get 2 extra ends very often. I haven't had that many extra ends on our broadcast either this week.
No, that is correct. There have been a few on the other sheets, but no, not the ones that we've been broadcasting here.
Jó, Agár! Hogy?
Ez csak nyitás vagy dupla?
Dupla az AB a nyitás.
Azt mondta, hogy az A az a promotion.
Looking for the run back here, just going to drive it past. But does open that Yellowstone in the house by rolling to the center line with the shooter. I guess not too bad. Forcing the play to the center line, allowing Korea maybe less room to score. Korea electing to come around the center.
라인 크게 돌아. 라인른. 라인른 페이트로 크게 들어가. 페이트 잘 봐. 라인른 혜린이만. 오. 잘 봐. 잘 봐. 혜린이만. 혜린이만. 왜 다섯이야? 오. 혜린이 계속해. 야. 야. 라인까지. 좀만 더 돌리자. 라인 좋아. 야. 좀만 더 끝까지. 야. 야. 끝까지. 야. 잘했어.
Nulla 90.
So they do bring it around. However, I think we've talked about this in some of the other broadcasts, is that if Hungary were to make a nice hit and roll here, you've pretty much double guarded their rock. So could be a potential problem if she makes a good one here.
This one seems to have over curled and will catch the top yellow instead. So that Yellowstone not a problem for Korea anymore. Any other place you'd like to put the draw instead of top 8 around the corner? Center guard? Would you like to keep it open so you can use it? Or would you like to just draw the open wing?
I think it depends on what their goal for the end was. If they were looking to take 2 or to go for the blank. Of course, if you were looking for the blank, you could always just peel the guard, hit away the end. But in this case, you do have an opportunity to try for your 2. So you could always split the house.
I don't mind splitting the house here. Obviously, to allow Hungary to play a little hit and roll. But that's a pretty tough shot, and there's a good chance you'll be able to play a hit and roll yourself, and then maybe perhaps being able to roll all the way to the other wing, leaving maximum separation. Coming deep here on the draw around the center will at least allow Hungary to play the hit and roll into the forfeit for shot stone.
And
maybe not quite to being able to roll that deep. But we'll not even roll towards the center here. And Korea can play a nose it sit 2, or I'm not sure if they've called for a roll or not. I wouldn't mind just a nose hit.
yeah, if there's one thing we've seen throughout the week is that those hit and rolls have been probably one of the toughest shots for the teams to be throwing this week. The percentages on those rolls have been pretty low so far.
I don't think she rolled to a bad spot there, actually.
Nope.
Kind of left those yellows fairly flat. No double for Dorothea Palancha. I think I'd be tempted to maybe just play the nose hit here if I was Hungary.
To try and set it up for your next one.
Yeah, sort of forcing Korea to leave an angle. If you hit the other one and roll towards the other one, I'm just going to leave a whole hit and roll back, and Korea might leave another flat double. And they're actually going after the shot stone here. Pretty decent result. Surely Korea's going to have to come after that red stone. Doesn't seem like they want to. Maybe feeling like doing so. We'll just leave a double for Hungary. So we'll rather come around the center guard and put it top 4. They've given up on that stone on the wing. Seems to have the technique in order.
Yeah, they're all throwing really well.
Sliding like they've been doing this
their whole lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a very nice draw.
Yeah, they sure have that draw weight down.
Wow. Impressive stuff from the Korean skip, Min-Jae Kim.
Belülről? Igen.
It feels like Dorothea Palancha might
Igazából, ha megvan a róla,
try and
már nem
pull
van
a
piros zsák.
rabbit from the hat here.
Mert akkor már, tehát ez
Do
ennél
a bit of magic.
el tud tűnni mindenképpen. Persze. Tehát nem baj, hogyha piros is elmegy.
Seems like they're discussing to hit this yellow one thin, then come off the back red and kind of spin up to the forefoot with the shooter. It's a pretty tough shot if it's there even. I think it's there. It's a big chance he might roll too far though. And if you don't play enough weight at this, you might not even remove the yellow. A little bit scary. Then again, my Hungarian not amazing. I can't say for sure. I think Palancha at least needs to remove the yellow here. Throwing some weight. Had a bit of ice there. Although it does curl coming this way. Let's see what she can do here. Yellow. Red. Will tackle the red. Just needed to catch that yellow a bit thinner to get that around the house effect.
Yeah, just missed the sweep a little bit there.
Good attempt.
똑같이 한 번 더. 아까 몇 나왔어요? 약하게 쳐서 스로우했지. 그래도 많이 안 해. 라인 좋아, 웨이트만. 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 넷, 안 돼. 끝까지.
Korea looking to put a lot of pressure.
웨이트만. 좋아, 좀만 더. 좋아, 라인 좋아, 웨이트만.
And there we go.
야, yes.
And she will take a 2. So another 2. So we'll have a score now of 4-3 for Korea right here after the 5th end. Give you a quick update of what's going on the other sheets. After 4 ends for all the other games, Scotland and the United States are tied 2-2. Canada and Switzerland. For the men, Canada is up 3-2 without hammer in 5. The United States and Canada for the women. Canada is up 4-3 with hammer here in the 5th end.
Here you'll see the men's playoff situation. USA and Scotland on the ice today playing the 1-2 game. And just like in the women's competition, the winner of the 1-2 game will go to the gold medal game. The loser of USA-Scotland will play the winner of Canada-Switzerland semi-final. Both those games out there. Those games Alison just gave you the update on. Of course, a huge advantage being in that 1-2 game. You get your second chance if you lose. There's the scoreline between Hungary and Korea in the women's 3-4 page playoff game. We'll be back in a few moments with some highlights from those first 5 ends, and of course the conclusion of this very exciting matchup between Hungary and Korea. Stay tuned. Playoff game, Korea-Hungary. Some of the highlights here. First end, we'll see Korea being forced to play the draw. It is Min-Ji Kim, skip of the Korean team, putting a score of 1 up on the board. In the second end, Dorotia Palancha, skip of Hungary, looking for the blank. Just over curling on this attempt though, and will stick around. So a tied game after 2 ends. In the third, it would be Min-Ji Kim again, faced with a bit of trouble, looking for the quiet tap on the inside of this red, onto the yellow, onto the red. There we go. Score 1 for Korea. Very nice shot indeed, and Korea up by 1 after 3. In the fourth end, Hungary with a great chance to score their 2. Korea hasn't conceded a lot of multiple scores this week, but having to do so in the fourth end. Well, in the fifth end, we saw a great little draw on our first one. Second one comes up to nibble the forfeit as well. Skips deuce for Min-Ji Kim. And as we see the scoreline, it is 4-3 for Korea after 5 ends of play. And the team's just making their way back onto the ice, having had a snack, some refreshments, and a chance to talk to their coach and alternate players. Maybe just going through the game plan for the next couple of ends. Korea wants to put this top 4. Maybe feeling like Hungary would like to go for a score here in the sixth end, being 1 down. So Hyun Oh, lead for the Korean team, playing 78% so far.
Yeah, I talked a little bit about pressure last end of getting that 2 because as we talked about before, it's not very common for the Korean team to give up 2s. So definitely putting the pressure on Hungary to try and get that deuce again.
Nóri, egy nagyon picit nem kell szűkebb, már az előzőt se akarta engedni.
Okay.
80-80.
Bernadette Biro enjoying a good start to the game, 85%.
Perhaps with a little bit of a sore knee, but despite that, she seems to be playing great.
100% on her draw so far, just a couple of missed takeouts. And again, putting up the corner guard. This time just a little bit too long, a little too far away from the house. And even though that is the straight turn, whatever stone would be lying behind it, I think Korea would have a good chance of coming after it.
Doesn't quite curl enough. So she will sit just off the center line. Wrong side of the rock to throw though, because she does have a piece of it showing and the corner guard on that side. So a little bit of a mix up there. Then again, what you said before, that corner guard is quite high, so no matter the roll behind, it's going to be pretty easily accessible.
Very nice little hit and roll in behind the guard here from Hungary. Of course, putting that stone in behind the center, allowing Korea to play the freeze and maybe close down the scoring area a little bit. Would they be better off rolling towards the corner guard, Allison?
Yeah, I think maybe didn't think of that one maybe fully, because rolling to that kind of corner guard, you threw it up there for a reason. Try and throw it away from the center, so you, again, what you just said, so you're not cutting down your scoring area, keeping the center open.
I think now we'll see Hungary utilize that corner guard and come around to line 2. Vera Kalochai playing 78% so far. And she's had a couple of solid draws. Should be close with this one. I'd like to drag this one far enough to line 2. They will not. But of course, that stone could come into play later in the end, so Korea not feeling comfortable with that red stone being there. They will come after it with the outturn.
Tae Yang throwing 83% at the moment.
Oh, that is a mistake there from Tae Yang.
Get another look at it and just throws it a bit wide. Catches the fresh air experience.
I believe we're looking for the top here. But like we saw with Hungary playing the top earlier in the game, just putting too much weight on those. It's just another classic mistake. Overthink the top, like you need to add extra weight to make it. It's really just a draw, isn't it, Alison?
Yeah, call it, we usually just said a heavy draw. So you just want to throw a hair more than what you would have thrown normally. But again, like just what you said, a lot of people overthink it and throw a lot more than they need to. In this case, it probably actually would have been around backline to hack weight.
Having a bit of a struggle here. The Korean third at 53% so far. Will make contact with this red one. Unlucky to jam it in the back. And I wonder where that yellow stone ended up. Kind of pushed that stone they had top house out in the open. And Hungary will be able to see the inside of it.
And of course, this is Henrietta Miklai, throwing 73% so far this game. Sorry about earlier. Girls really working hard. Will she roll out? I think she'll just get a nibble.
Yeah, and a lot of reds lying about here. And even though, as it lies, Hungary would only score the one, I think Korea might be a little bit nervous, having so many red stones in play.
Yeah, it's important to get another one in the rings to try and outcount some of those back ones.
Erin Kim having some trouble with her draws so far. And this one looking maybe a touch hot. Needing to grow some teeth and settle down. And just kind of bounce that red one to the back four, sit in the open. And still not able to find the perfect draw weight. Miklai will attempt to hit and roll here.
Shepard! Oh! Shepard! Shepard! Ho, ho, ho! Vai, vai, ho! 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 Ho!
Just going to sit right there. And perhaps Korea now have the chance to play that very same hit and roll. Gotta be careful though. Might, well, rolling to the center here might leave a double.
And what a chance that would be for the Hungarian team to maybe possibly take quite a few points this end. So they've got to really be careful. Minji Kim throwing 85% so far this game. Trying to use the sweeper to get some extra curl. Try and get it roll a little bit further under, but she'll just roll a hair.
Ez egy ilyen hack. Fontos lenne a roll, jó?
Sokat fog fordulni.
Tudom, de ez elég az ég.
Oké, 40 a hack.
Legyen 30-40, jó?
Oké. Jó lesz. Kicsit több. Több. Kicsit több. Figyelj, wow. Wow. Figyelj, wow. Wow. Kevés több. Söpört. Wow.
Ó! Söpör!
Söpört. Jep. 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 Ó. Jep. Ó. Jep. Tovább még. Ó.
Dorotia Palancha making a very nice hit and roll.
Yeah, just calling the sweepers on and off, and you know it's got to be close when you hear that kind of line call. Korea in all sorts of trouble here.
What do you do?
Well, you might think, oh, let's run the yellow one back, but if you ever catch that high side and just split it out, you're leaving forwards in the house and a draw for a 5. So
No, I would not be touching that.
yeah, I think the draw on the out turn here is the wise choice.
일단 A 플랜 T. 있으면 8까지 와야 돼요. 붙이는 게 나을 것 같아요. 근데 이게 뒤로 가면 안 돼요. T가 제일 좋아요. 라인. 여기 딱 T야. 라인 넉넉해. 라인 좋아. 라인 룸이야. 대이가 와야 돼.
Looking for perfect come around here.
아니 기다렸다 와야 돼.
It's really, really hanging wide. And the weight looks all there.
Had some really nice weight, just didn't curl enough on her there.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
Az nem nagy ég. Jó, jó, jó. Várjál! Egy nagyon pici kockát, csak egy 8-as zóna, 9-es max. Az iránya fontosabb. A 65 elég akkor. Jó? Az iránya fontos, hogy ráforduljon, mert ha csak nem tolja meg, ha csak nód, akkor is leméretjük mindenképp.
65 az ilyen házvége erő, tehát
Jó, 65, jó.
60-65 között az jár.
So just throwing the heavy drawish here for 3 points.
A big shot here in the 6th end for Dorotia Palancha. This could make or break the game right here.
This one's hanging wide too.
Yeah, Minji Kim not really getting a lot of finish on her draw. Let's see if Palancha gets to the face of this yellow one. I think she does enough to score 3. Big shot from the Hungarian skipper.
That's a big swing. You can see the wheels coming off a little bit for this Korean team that we talked about before, with not giving up very many points, and you gotta wonder what the difference is this game compared to the others.
ahhoz képest, hogy megint nem voltak annyira pont.
라인 탈 때 이것만 말하지 말고 클린하든가 라인 탈 텐데 아직이야 기다려 이렇게 말을 해. 네. 뭔 소린지 모르겠어. 딱 그러는 거야.
아, 네.
화이팅. 화이팅.
So Hungary in the lead by 6-4. Throwing this out turn draw to the forfeit in end 7.
Az eleje az jó.
Give you a quick update here on sheet A for the 1-2 page playoff game for the women, Canada and the United States. Canada is in the lead 5-3, playing the 6th end without hammer. Sheet B, another 1-2 page playoff game between Scotland and the United States for the men. The United States leading 3-2 without hammer in the 6th end. Sheet D, Canada and Switzerland for the other page 3-4 game for the men. We have a blank end in the 5th, so Canada is still in the lead 3-2 without hammer in the 6th end at the moment.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No blowouts yet.
No, things are pretty tight.
Jó. Várj! 5-6. Erő jó. Irány jó lesz, csak várni kell. 7. Söpörd! Megvan. Szép. Gyönyörű.
Nagyon szép ez az.
Hogy örül magának, de aranyos. És már nem jön fel.
Nem most, de, már elindult.
Makes a nice hit there to just stick on the top of it. It's going to make that shooter quite difficult to pick out of the rings. Just a little bit too wide there, so unfortunately just ticks the guard over. Still leaves it there. And now Korea is going to have a fantastic opportunity to capitalize on that.
라인 안쪽. 라인 좋아. 라인 뜨거. 라인 룸. 라인 좋아. 기다렸다가 라인 룸. 라인 됐어. 라인 룸. 기다려야 돼요. 안쪽 많이 고 여기까지만. 라인 좋아요. 얍.
That looks pretty perfect to me.
아니야 여기 많이 안 떠.
Hack. Jó.
So just looking to follow that stone down with hack weight.
Chapin! Oh, 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 oh! Oh, 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 oh.
Oh my. Two pretty big misses here. What a huge opportunity for Team Korea here.
Yeah, they could very easily score a 3 right back here in the 7th end.
라인 그대로. 라인 좋아. 웨이트만. 6. 5. 6. 6. 라인 6. 웨이트만. 6. 5.
This one will come around the guard. Just barely. And that's a very nice draw. And Hungary in all sorts of trouble now.
Vagy van egy olyan, hogy elmegy a piros is, de egy ilyen. Hát, már bontani már hülyeség. Ezt kell dobni. Honnan szeretnéd?
Innen. Milyen erős kell?
Normál.
Igen.
Chapin! Chapin! Még! Oh! Még! Oh.
Makes a bit of a roll under, but I'm not sure how much you can see of this red.
아니면 반파로. 살짝 맞고.
Does release that other red, but I don't think you actually needed to throw
먼저 안쪽으로.
a heck of a lot of weight at that. You could have just kind of pushed around the angles a little bit.
라인 누이만 이렇게 뺄게. 생각보다 안 떨어.
Is it possible to play the hit and roll off this red stone without
빼는 것도 괜찮아. 짧게 잡은 것 같아.
removing your own yellow?
We shall see. Not sure how much you can see past that guard.
떠가지고 있어 클린.
We will find out soon.
Did look like they were trying to hit and roll away from the guard.
라인 좋아.
I might be wrong.
민지 가야 돼 민지.
And that's what I was thinking. Caught that too high, that yellow one would fly, and that's exactly
씹.
what we see. And now Hungary left a double. All of a sudden looking a little better for them, if they can make this anyway.
It's a big opportunity that you don't want to miss on this one.
Oh!
Oh my.
Másik oldalra. Oh.
Tracking really wide on that one, so we'll just get the one.
Kezemből. Valami nagyon furcsa volt, már elindult a turn, amikor be akartam forgatni.
Yeah, it's got to be a pretty big disappointment for Team Hungary. Got to be able to capitalize on those moments where you're able to group together some of these rocks, because Korea sinks another one in here. That's trouble.
Might be a double there.
Yeah, just left it too high.
Hát azért beljebb egy picivel, de erős lesz. Annál beljebb kell. Én azt láttam csak, hogy a csúszás az széles, mert sodródtál picit, és aztán nem, a többit már nem láttam én kívülről.
Yeah, with that yellow being wide open,
Nem baj.
best bet is just try and get them even. Definitely not going to be bearing around it, so time to look for plan B there.
Kind of important to make this double here for Palancia. Seemed to take a lot of ice. Shouldn't curl too much coming this way. Oh boy.
Oh.
That's the third time we've seen a miss coming that way in this very end.
Holy smokes.
아이, 그래. 좋으면 아예 숨기는 것도 나쁘지 않은 것 같아. 어차피 히트앤 롤 해봤자.
그러면 아예 일로 줄까?
야, 차라리 이게 낫지 않아?
Hungarian team just coming down like a house of cards here.
야, 살짝 뒤에요.
Yeah, this is not a very well-shaped end on their part.
Where do you put this one if you're Korea? If you're looking to score, or try and score your 4?
뒤로 안 가는 것보다.
Looks like they're trying to come around the guard again.
라인
Maybe
좋아.
tempted to maybe put this in the open somewhere.
라인 그대로.
Try and tempt them into
라인 좋아, 웨이트만.
making a double.
라인 좋아, 라인 타이핑.
What are you thinking?
여기까지만.
Yeah.
인아웃 돼야 돼. 돼야 좀만 더 넣어야. 끝까지 좀만 더. 끝까지.
So the last thing you wanted to do is come too deep and leave a freeze, or having staggered those 2 yellows, you might get Hungary to play a hit and roll in behind them and really save the end. Thinking if you maybe drew this to the open side there, Hungary would have been left, well, not very much. But then again, this is the straight path.
Ha ez a roll most megvan, akkor szerintem max egy van rója. Attól fogva pattanunk, de oda a két sávba mögé kéne pattanni, jó?
Do you play the hit and roll here? Do you draw?
0-90.
I just don't see them burying that way. I think you probably have more of an opportunity to make the roll, but what a difficult shot.
All right, big, important shot for Dorothea Palancia here. Made that for 3 in the previous end. This one just as important, really. Needing to make the roll. If it does not, and Korea left a nose hit for 4.
What a rebound that is.
제발 스테이마. 파이팅.
Oh, just gonna make this one. Make it count. This is huge right here to score 4 points in the 7th end for Korea.
오! 라인 좋아. 괜찮아. 아직.
Perhaps we'll full here.
라인 좋아.
This shouldn't curl very much coming down here.
라인 좋아요. 라인 좋아요.
Oh no, very much in control. Nose hit, 4 points in favor of Korea.
What a huge turnaround that is.
It's just a roller coaster, this game.
High fives all around, absolutely.
Van még 3, meg tudjuk csinálni.
And Korea all of a
Mi
sudden
mentünk 2-vel, most ők mennek
up
2-vel.
8 shots to 6.
Meg tudjuk csinálni.
Igen, mi is meg tudunk írni egy
Mi
sokat.
is meg tudjuk írni. Ugyanúgy,
Well,
ahogy
Hungary's
az előző.
been able to score
Kötőről követve már.
Gyerünk, hányan?
more than one against Korea twice already in the game. You gotta remember, every cloud has a silver lining.
뒤로 안 가겠어. 라인 좋아, 웨이트만. 좋아, 6. 들어오고 있어. 웨이트 잘 봐야 돼. 오, 기다려. 오! 페이가 들어갈게. 라인 나와. 있어, 많아. 페이만.
So Korea will start the 8th end here.
Igen. Három, kettő. Három, kettő. Söpörd! Söpörd! Jöhet, följebb, minél följebb.
Hungary throwing the corner. Still going to that side that doesn't curl.
Jöhet, minél
We
följebb.
haven't really seen them use the corners a whole lot. I wouldn't say that they scored their 3 using the corner guard and 2 ends ago. They were all pretty much around the center.
Yeah, they had the opportunity to use it, but decided to come around the middle instead.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute this end.
라인 스위치로 갈 건데. 라인 좋아, 떨어지고 있어. 밀어줘야 돼. 라인 그대로. 라인 좋아하지? 내려와야 돼. 아니야. 테이가 밀어줘야 돼. 라인 안 맞아. 더 가야 돼. 더 밀어줘.
Korean men's team having a
Frisbee a kiskoccagárdon.
tough time this week, losing all 9 games in the round robin, but they will keep their spot
65-70.
as Korea will host the World Juniors next year as a test event for the Pyeongchang Olympics in 2018, just like
Söpörd!
we saw in Vancouver in 2009,
Ó!
Pinerolo 2005, and
Megvan,
Ogden
várj!
2001,
Ötös kell.
just outside Salt Lake City.
Ó! Anya.
I believe Brad Gushu won the World Juniors back in 01.
And he's 1 step away from winning a Canadian championship, having their nationals this week as well.
Well, that could make Gushu one of very few to have won the World Juniors, Olympics and World Men's if he gets to Basel. So far only, bit of a mess there. As Hungary might have a chance to Get some points going after all. Returning to my point, not only not very many players have won all three. I believe Ben Hebert was able to win it. The World Juniors, the World and Olympics. Also Eva Lund from Sweden and John Morris, Canadian curler.
Vera Kalochai, 68% so far.
A very nice little freeze tap there on the in-turn. See that the angle on those stones. If Hungary ever makes a play on the shooter, you'll see that yellow one perhaps go past the back red.
라인 좋아. 약간 했어. 웨이트 잘 봐. 라인 좋아. 또 괜찮아요. 라인 좋아요. 웨이트 봐. 라인 타이트. 라인 좋아. 웨이트 할게. 타이트. 라인 좋아. 좀만 더. 끝까지. 웨이트 해줘. 끝까지. 좀만 더. 좀만 더. 맞을 거. 괜찮아. 잘했어. 굿샷. 굿샷.
Igen, jó lesz.
Figyelj az elengedésre.
Jó lesz.
Dorothea Palancha looking to just peel off these two center guards. But this will look
Chopin!
quite wide.
Chopin! Oh!
And she will miss the guards and just tick over the one in the forefoot. And this kind of puts it behind their corner guard. Which isn't the end of the world. It does get it off of the forefoot at least, but does give the Korean team the opportunity to come around again. Should they miss though, they do have, I believe, that hit through the port to get the one that they just ticked over.
This draw coming all deep. Although almost frozen on that back red. Might be hard for Hungary to bring that back red stone into play then. Well, maybe not the worst result for Korea.
Vagy! Toljuk ki mindenképp azt, hogy leszedjük valamelyik
Is
gárdot,
there a
az nem
hole
baj.
through the guards?
Ezt toljuk ki.
Is that-
Yeah,
yeah?
it's there.
Okay.
Well, looks like they're trying it.
Yeah, she's got it. It's there.
Okay.
Henrietta Miklai, 73%, looking to improve that number
Ó, várj!
on this shot here.
You just got to see the hole and trust it.
Nyomd rá!
Trust that it's there.
Trust it.
Trust the broom. Trust the ice.
Ooh,
And she might have done
my.
that, but will over curl and now staggering those guards. Does open up the shot still.
볼까? 민지야 가드 멀어? 아니면
이렇게 들어가자. 뭐가 더 나아?
들어가자. 이렇게 하는 게 나을 것 같아요.
알았어.
웨이트 6.
아.
레이저 어려? 6. 2번인가?
야야야야야. 이렇게 들어가는 거 아닌가 봐. 아닌가 봐.
네?
아니야? 모르겠네. 잠깐만.
뭐?
일단
그냥 괜찮을 것 같은데.
I think just discussing the weight here with her sweepers. Might be a little slower coming this way, seeing how he curls a lot more. Someone having to travel a little further.
라인 그대로.
They're really working this for both line and weight, I believe. We'll pull up a little short. And the chance for Hungary to get to the shot stone.
Nulla 10 vagy. Mert ez fordul nagyon.
Nekem tetszik a hit and roll.
Igen, csak hogy nulla.
Control.
Nulla 10.
Igen, fordul a vége. Szépen. Megdobjuk.
Söpörd! Söpörd!
Pretty soft release on this. The girls are going to have to go.
Nagyon! Nagyon! Meg! Nagyon!
She was a little bit lucky to get by that top one here, as we can see. Just squeaks it by.
I'd say that double was in play.
Yeah, if she hit it a little bit thicker, that double was definitely in play. She does push it back so that red is 1 right now, but
웨이트 6.
there's a lot of guards going on in the front.
왜냐면 저게 열렸을 때 맞는 것 같아. 확실하면 저게 근데 들어갈 수가 있을 것 같아서요. 7까지. 네. 1번 안 되나? 네. 1도 괜찮지?
Minji Kim, 86% so far.
6. 라인 좋아. 웨이트만.
라인 그대로 가.
라인 넉넉해. 라인 빠져 있어. 라인 좋아. 그대로.
좀만 더
더,
라인
더, 더,
좋아야지.
좀만 더, 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 야.
더. 좀만 더.
네.
Just pulling up short again here.
Vagy innen ide. Mert akkor, ha ide dobom, akkor ha azt megüti, akkor ugye már nem lesz jobb az ütött kő, mint a miénk.
Ezért dobnám ezt, mert ha még gyorsabb, akkor még benne van egy ilyen. Igen, utána tud úgy dobni. De ebbe van B. Ebbe látod B-t.
Pont eljön mellette.
Akkor ég.
Hát kell. Azért a dró az fordul. Csak ide az a... Ide.
Az lenne a legjobb. 6-os, 7-es erő.
A 6-os, 7-es, aha.
65 az nekem jobban tetszik. Nekem is tetszik a 65-70.
Jó.
Így a kettő között.
Oh shit.
Dorothea Palancha, 80% so far.
Trying to drag this one as far as they can here, the sweepers. Trying to get all finish around this top yellow. That's done pretty well, but
She might have gotten it
Ez így jó.
for a second. However,
Szuper, így jó.
it does leave the intern wide open for the Korean team should they want to draw around, but
Egy baj van csak.
아, 심지어 이게 이겼어. 뭐가? 6번이.
이거 여기까지만 밖에 안 보여.
타임스일까요?
this might be a good time to have a coach interaction.
쓸까요?
yep, there we go.
And there we are.
Oh, you're,
Psychic.
yeah, I know. You even knew the next word I was going to say. Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah, you gotta tread carefully here. That's why they'd like a second opinion or a fifth opinion. Of course, there are 4 players out there with hopefully
어렵긴 어렵지. 해봤자 어차피
something
맞고
to
달라.
add to this call.
근데 이렇게 와야 될 것 같은데?
아, 지금
Yeah, I
되게
mean, 2's okay here. It's not the end of the world. 3
It's not fun.
is not good. So let's listen in.
넓게 멀찌감치 들어가 째고 들어오려고 하지.
네.
라인만 계속 말해줘. 네. 뭐 어떻다 계속 말해줘.
이게 빨리 되니까 알지?
영상 써야 될것 같은데.
I believe their coach, Seung-Yun Lee, liking the draw on the intern. What's the other option for them here? Just peel out
Peel
the
out the
redstone,
red,
give
yeah.
them 2.
Yeah,
Oh, they're liking to
Risk.
stay aggressive here.
yeah, risk versus reward.
첫 번째가 조금 약했어?
Like we said, 2's okay, 3's
이번은 차저로 가.
3's disaster. But you know, you're letting them back in the game. Should you give them a way out right now?
웨이트 좋아.
라인 좋아, 웨이트만.
And this looks a little wide.
She had a really positive release on this. But it is the curly side, but she's got a ways to go.
Really digging in here at the end. Does she have enough weight to get to the forefoot? Yes, she does. Will be a little bit in the open. Oh, how much?
Ki lehet ezt kettő. Biztos kettő év azon felragad, de igen.
Are they trying to nose us to 3 for 3? I guess that's possible.
Minden beesik, szóval.
Coming down with a hack weight, perhaps. Backline hack.
No chance to just slash tails for double them off, or is that a bit of a
That's a pretty
risky call?
risky call. Then again,
Hackre gondolom.
I think I'd probably want to throw the cautious approach and really try to go hard for the 3 points as opposed to go
very hard
very
for the 4?
yes, thank you.
You're not the only psychic. Dorothea Palancha, the last stone for Hungary in the 8th end here. Looking to score 3, needs to come fairly tight to the guard to make it. Sounds pretty close. This looks really good. Does it roll too far? I think it's there. I think it's good enough. It's at least 2 for Hungary. We're going to have a second look.
Or we can still measure it for if you want.
Azért ez csak
And the call for measure came quite quickly there. Not messing about, just going to call for the measure. We will find out.
Yeah, 2 for sure.
We'll just have to wait and see. The tension, Nelson.
It's rising.
Could cut it
Three,
with a knife.
yeah.
igen, igen, így.
3 here would be a big swing.
Majd nézem én is.
This is a big point. So it is 2 for sure.
Ez biztosabb, mint az
For sure.
For sure for Hungary. Waiting on that third point, so we will get the umpire to come out and do the measure for us.
Well, remember, Korea is yellow. Hungary the red. You might see the dial, but these umpires are very good at hiding the dial with their heads and everything. We'll just see. Last time we had a measure, the dial was blended by the sun. Oh. See if we can have a look at this. Need some action on the needle here. Oh, pointing at the
And
red.
it is.
Oh boy, a score of 3 for Hungary.
Holy moly.
Nagyon szép játék, lányok. Nagyon kell. Csak egyet írjon.
And they just let them back in the game there.
Nagyon kell koncentrálni. Ezt vigyük végig.
Yeah, it's like playing chutes and ladders.
Yeah.
Csak egyet írjon.
Just going up and down all the way through.
Yeah.
Most már vigyük végig.
It was not a very effective defensive strategy on the Korean side last game. They had quite a few rocks in play, being up by 2. I think you'd want to keep it fairly open.
Sorry, Alison, you're going to have to tell me again, how many times did Korea concede a score of 2
I know.
this
Wow,
week?
It's only 4 times.
And now they've given up a score of 2 and 2 threes. I'm not seeing that defensive fiber they've had to have shown earlier in the week.
No.
Unless all the skips on all their opponent teams have missed every single shot.
I don't know, Sander, but could be pressure getting the best of them right now.
Well, we haven't had the chance to see Korea in the broadcast this week, so it's kind of hard to compare. But
Yeah, they're a young team, like we said, only 4 or 5 years they've been curling, so this is a new experience for them, and it could be just the pressure getting to them right now.
nice little top 4 draw there to start off the 9th end. What do you like here, Alison?
Well, I will give you an update first.
Okay.
There we go. So the other sheets are all playing the 8th end still. But the 1-2 game for the men, Scotland and the United States. Scotland is up 4-3 over the United States. The United States having hammer, though, in the 8th. The 1-2 of the women, Canada versus the United States. Canada is up 6-4 in the 8th end, and the United States will have hammer, though. And the 3-4 in the men's side. Switzerland taking 3 points on Canada, and that will give them a lead of 5-3 over Canada in the 8th end. Canada having hammer in the 8th. That is a big 3-point swing for Team Switzerland.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Things are heating up here in the Castrop Curling Hall. And we see Korea putting up the corner guard, looking to score a couple of points right back. Hungary by putting their stone into the house. Would you ever see a team maybe play the hit and blank here and keep last stone and rather go for a score of 2 in the 10th end?
Yep, for sure. You could
Okay.
definitely use that strategy.
Okay.
I think the downside is if you're ever forced to take one, then you would have to steal in the extra end. So perhaps going extra hard here for your 2 so that you can try and force in the following end. Then having hammer in the extra. So bit of a strategy, what do we do situation? What is our preference?
Well, we did see Hungary have a bit of a hard time making the peels earlier on, and we did see Korea score a big 4 in the 7th end, so they might think, well, we might get that chance again. Gotta get a few missed peels and get some stones in play. Score big, maybe even get a 3 here if Team Hungary aren't quite on point.
Well, from what we've seen before, it's definitely possible.
And a lot of big scores in this game. Hungary coming after this Yellowstone. Will try and roll away from the guard. Does that nicely. We'll see if Korea will choose to ignore the red stones and come around the corner or play the double. Maybe playing the double, keeping the blank alive.
As a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might make the double unroll here. Nice no set double there. And if Hungary rolls a bit too far to the wing, Korea could come around the corner for a shot stone. So that's what they're hoping for. Might even get a roll all the way out. Not touching this one yet. And it will catch the high side roll out. Korea will be left with a freebie draw to come around the corner.
Yeah, and this is what they were hoping for.
Doesn't seem too satisfied with it though.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't think she's as happy as I thought she was. Wondering if she were to peel it and blank away the end.
Well, that would have been strange considering how Hungary threw the first stone to the house, and she could have just played the hit. They put up the corner guard for a reason.
Yep.
Unless she's just changing her mind.
My thoughts exactly. That's why I thought she'd be happy about it.
Yeah. For a young skip, it might be hard to keep 100% focus on what you're doing, especially not in the playoffs. You might second guess yourself a little bit. This draw coming around nicely, although again having hard time getting the finish, coming towards the boards. Believe Hungary will see enough of this yellow to hit it. But this is the same turn. We saw a few misses. Actually, 3 misses in that end. Korea scored 4. Just got to be a little careful. Should curl on this end turn.
Yikes.
A little too much, actually, and we'll clip the guard.
But she does make the tolerance there. Of course, taking away the guard is better than flashing altogether. However, she does just tick it over. So it will still leave the corner guard.
Vera Kalochai, left-handed player with the intern there. We do see the intern tend to curl just a tad more than the outturn, don't we?
Yes.
Kívülről. Igen, azt jobban szeretem. Normál. Normál.
Of course, she's playing. Of course, it's Henrietta Miklai. I don't know why I thought she was playing left-handed there. Again, this excitement and all these games going on. Getting a little bit confused as she'll stuff that double. Still a chance for Korea to sit in line 2. They will remove the red stone and actually leave those yellows with a pretty nice angle. Pretty tough for Hungary to play a double here. Needing to catch a very thin piece of the top yellow to make it. So I'm not sure if they're calling the double or more likely calling the hit and roll.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It is a pretty thin double, just like you said.
Chopin!
Makes a little hit and roll. Rolls a bit too far though. Was hoping to maybe sit right in front of the yellow.
And doesn't quite roll behind that guard either.
I think Korea's just going to look for a little nose hit on the red one here. Perfectly, they maybe would be looking to roll half a rock towards the corner guard. Just tuck a piece. Just don't want to leave any doubles for Dorotya Palancha. And J. Kim on the intern. Doesn't quite make the nose hit, but I think maybe a little fortunate to get that little around the house spin. But I'd say there is very much a double in play for Hungary. Not the easiest one, but definitely available. But even if Hungary makes a double here, Korea would have a chance for a blank. Unless Palancha is able to make the double and then roll the shooter up and in behind the corner.
Whoa.
ugyanaz a dobás.
That would be something.
That would be something.
Last stone for Hungary here, looking for the double. Trying to prevent Korea from scoring two. This one starting to curl a whole lot. And it's only going to over curl.
Wow.
By a mile. Not even hitting any yellows.
Ez hogy ment el ez a kő?
I don't know what happened there.
She seems
She's at a loss.
confused and surprised, and perhaps something happened when she was sliding out, a pick or something, because she just
I have no clue.
she seems a little befuddled.
And she's left us baffled as Min-ji Kim now with a great chance to score three right back. Last stone of the ninth end for Korea to go 2 up on Team Hungary here in the 3-4 page playoff game.
To continue our roller coaster ride.
Oh yeah. And this draw, of course, into the back 8. And that's going to bring the scoreline to 11-9 after 9 ends of play. I believe that's got to be our highest scoring game, at least on the broadcast for the week.
Most már viszont nem. Inkább a kettőre menjünk el biztosan, mert most már mindenképp fognak ütni, azt tudjuk. De a kettő...
Well, this is quite the emotional trip we're being put through here, Alison.
It is indeed. Just goes to show you it's not over till it's over.
Soo-yeon Oh,
끝까지 업이야. 많아, 웨이트 많아.
probably looking to place this top 4.
Very quick update on the other sheets. 1-2 page playoff game for the men. Scotland still up 4-3 in the ninth end without hammer against the United States. The 3-4 page playoff game for the men. Switzerland is up 5-4 on Canada with hammer in the ninth end. And the 1-2 page playoff game for the women is all tied up at 6-6. Canada will have hammer here in the ninth.
Nem megy hátba, nem megy hátba. Lehet vinni.
Csöpör, csöpör, csöpör! Végig jöhet, végig, végig, végig! Oké, szép.
Megijedtem, mit nem mondjak.
뱅글뱅글. 아니 스위치로 해야 돼. 웨이트만. 스위치로 갈게. 얍 가야 될 것 같다. 얍. 끝까지 습. 얍. 더 들어야 돼. 라인업. 끝까지 습. 더. 오. 얍. 가야 돼. 돌려야 돼. 오.
Two very nice shots to start off the end.
Jó!
Sok. Nagyon sok.
Figyelj! Ó, ó, figyelj, Söpör! Ó! Tudom, irányt nézem. Ez jó lenne. Oké.
Szép az. Picit sok volt. Nagyon picit sok volt. Jó az így egyébként. 짧게 잡은 거지.
그냥 맞게 잡았어.
알겠어.
밀리면 앞으로 해줘.
Taeyang at 71% so far. Pretty much just needs to hit everything that's red. Prevent Hungary from scoring two. Looking for a hit and roll here. Doesn't quite get the roll in towards the center line.
민지야 이거는
Control!
And Hungary will throw the hit and roll themselves. I think I'd like to limit the amount of hits on this end if I was Hungary. Just make sure you're placing your stones.
Söpör!
Definitely easier doing that
Ó!
by
Söpör!
drawing than playing the hit and rolls.
Ó! Söpör! Ó! Ó!
Yeah, you've thrown a corner guard.
Saying that though, she's made a nice one here. Does roll right in behind that center guard. So far, not really being able to utilize that corner. We haven't really seen Hungary do that at all this game.
No, they seem to throw the corners, but then want to play to the center. So not really taking advantage of the corners that they're throwing.
이거 괜찮은 거 같은데? 어.
아니 봐봐. 피를 해.
여기까지 가자마. 약하면 여기도 괜찮아.
피를 해. 애들이 뭐 하겠어. 가드를 치던가 들어가서
Well, Dorothea Palancia is more used to the mixed doubles format, perhaps. It might just be her preference.
일단 들어. 첫 번째 세.
We did see them score
나쁘지 않은데.
민지야 들어가면 어떻게
big end
피하면 어떻게 되는데?
earlier in the game doing so.
일단 여기. 약하면 셋도 괜찮아.
우리가 1번인가 보다.
1번 맞아.
미안하다.
또 틀어지면 안 돼.
그래. 약해도 돼.
너무 약한데?
라인 안쪽. 라인 타이트.
라인 좋아. 웨이트만.
라인 타이트.
셋.
얍! 얍!
둘, 셋. 라인 셋.
라인 얍!
야, 막 살짝 당길래?
얍!
돌릴게, 더 돌려서. 언니. 괜찮아. 야, 괜찮아. 최대 2점만 주서.
Control kéne! Nulla! Jó! Ó! Söpör! Söpör! Söpör!
Really needing to sweep this one to keep the line. To get past the yellow guards, just gonna
Yikes.
tick it and slide past, leaving Korea still saying shot stone.
1번 아니야? 1번이에요. 그니까.
And Korea will be able to see a piece of that red stone.
많이 안 보여? 10, 20. 근데 우리 거 지키면 잠깐만. 얘네가 2점 더 자리가 근데 어렵지 않아? 이제
어렵긴 해요, 지키면.
갖다 붙여서 우리가 나중에 쳐도 되잖아. 필은 아닌 것 같아.
네, 지금 피해는 아닌 것 같아. 이미 상황이.
얘네가 깨게 만들어야 돼. 우리는 가도 해야
Hyrin Kim at 65. Here in the 10th end.
넷. 가사에서 아직 룸이야? 네. 라인 떠가지고 있어요. 라인 떠가지고 있어요. 라인 떠가지고 있어요.
Definitely will come back here.
웨이트 아직 있어. 막고 가야 돼. 많이 가면 안 돼. 많이 가면 안 돼. 오! 굿샷. 언니 몇 시예요?
A little bit on the wide side, so taking off that guard so that they're able to get their shooter in a good guard position.
I guess Korea's kind of switched gears here, feeling like there's too many guards to peel and just going with the more aggressive tactic.
Yeah. Yeah, instead of going for that red where maybe you have the possibility of hitting that guard and giving up an easy deuce, then switching gears. Henrietta Miklai, 64% here in the 10th end. And she's got a beauty here.
Wow. And Hungary will lie too.
There, here we'll see it again. So just squeaks by that guard, but the amount of curl that we see on that side, it's able to hit that one quite easily. But she does roll a little bit into the open, giving Korea the same hole to go through. Try and get that roll further inside. This does look like quite a bit more weight than Henrietta just threw. Trying to use the directional sweeping there to get some extra curl, but she just won't get it.
Time out.
And we hear Hungary call the coach interaction, wanting to thoroughly think over what to do for the next couple of shots.
Duplát dobni. Ez a legjobb. Hogyha a B-nek ez a legjobb.
Igen.
De ezen, az, hogyha
De nem vagyok benne biztos, hogy nem ez a legjobb hívás.
Hát mindjárt majd elmondja az okos ember. Ő az okos.
Nekem elsőre ez tetszett, és ez a B szerintem.
Na mondjad.
Vagy ezt a követ le kéne gárdolnunk, vagy egy olyan csípős négyes dobni, ami félig takarja. Tehát ne tudjon róla hitendó kiüti, kipattanjon. Tehát egy kicsit beljebb. Úgy, oda, úgy. Érted?
És hogyha feljebb hozzuk, az baj. Ha feljebb hozzuk, az baj. Tehát, hogyha hatos dobok mondjuk, az rossz. Csak
Hát az a baj, hogy akkor erről tud egy hitendról dobni.
De hogyha úgy hatost, hogy ugyanúgy, mint a négyes lenne, csak hatosba. Érted, mit mondok?
Ugyanarra
Ja, nekem oké, de a négyes semmi bajod van.
Nincs bajom vele, semmi bajom.
Csak hogy mi legyen a B.
A lényeg az, hogy ezt várjuk. Persze a B a hosszabb, de hogyha
Hármas, az se baj.
Hármas, az se baj. Az se baj, csak akkor viszont takarja. Jó? Tehát az ív nagyon fontos, hogy ne essen be a hármasba, mert akkor semmit nem értünk vele. Tehát vagy négyes és félig takarja, vagy hatos és ötös félig takarja, jó? Oké? Tehát ezt védjük, és utána a végén dobunk egy harmadikat, jó?
Jó.
Na, legyen.
Well, not able to pick up too much of that. Hungarian being a little different from the languages I understand. Being a part of the Uralic languages alongside Finnish and Estonian, actually.
Yeah, so we're gonna go by body language and where they put the brush here.
Pretty much. What options do you see?
Oh, well, they talked about coming in and just bearing a piece on biting the forefoot to block off a double, and if she tried to come in, then she wouldn't be shot over the other two. And then they talked about a guard. I'm not sure where in front of the house they decided to place this one. It sort of looked like they were talking about throwing a guard tight to the rings. Oh, we're going in.
Coming past the guard here. We're going to sink this one into the forefoot. Not sure if that's what they were looking for. It doesn't seem too happy.
No, a little, it's too deep.
They're looking to maybe just half check that one and behind the guard, try and stagger them.
I think so. Then again, like you said, our Hungarian isn't very on par, so it's hard to tell, but that definitely went a little bit too deep. It's not going to help them out very much.
Well, I wouldn't be too comfortable if I was Korea now either. There doesn't seem to be any automatic double for the Koreans, and
No.
removing one stone, just gonna leave Hungary with a chance to put one more in there for 3. Hungary needing 3 to win the game here. So are Korea forced to play a draw here? We'll tap, try and get a stone into the forefoot.
아니야, 많이 떨어져서 들었어.
여기 올라가요.
근데 얘네 거 어떻게 칠지
나는 약간 이거 밀어내고 여기 하는 게 나을 것 같아.
어디다가?
그래? 딱
여기다가?
여기. 살짝만 여기까지만.
그래.
이거 타이트하면 막 그렇게 틀어줘도 되니까. 웨이트 7, 8 놓을게.
7, 8.
아니면 이거 스테이 치면?
아,
돼.
아니야.
그럼 애들이 뭐 하는데?
치겠지.
빼겠지.
와, 이거 잘못되면
7, 8.
잘 돼야 돼.
Well, 2 stones left for Korea to tidy up this mess.
라인만.
I'm not gonna go ahead and say my Korean's a lot better than my Hungarian, but I think they're gonna put this one into the forefoot, maybe play a little bit of a tap.
Minji Kim has had pretty stellar draw weight this game, so see where this one goes.
I'd say you can't overthrow this one and slide off.
This looks a hair wide.
It is, and we'll just punch that wide red stone to the back 8. Maybe not so easy to remove, but I think Dorotya Palancha should be able to get to the inside of the O. Might even be there to lie 4. Well, only needing 3, so no need to be too greedy.
Yeah, it's definitely there to get to the inside.
What's the best here? Just roll on top of your shot stone.
I think you just need to roll about even just half a rock under.
It does curl good here. Should definitely be a chance to come around the guard and get to the inside of the yellow. You'll see the yellow guard and the yellow stone in the house pretty much edge to edge.
Yeah, she could easily throw a hack weight at this and get the roll. The amount of curl that you're getting on this side. Dorotya Palancha, 67% on 13 takeouts this game.
And she's 95% on 5 draws.
Yeah, her strong suit is definitely in the draw game.
And this one looks pretty close, Allison. We'll get to the inside. Does jam it at the back, but enough to lie 3 for Hungary. And question is, what is left for Korea here?
Yeah, what do you do?
We might have to play a run back here. There's not very many places to hide.
아니면 이거 스테이만 봐도 여기 두 개 날라가고 살짝 여기 맞으면
좋거든요. 이게 약간 간당간당한데.
스테이만 맞으면 이거
It's almost like you need, if you're playing a run back, you almost need to stick the shooter too in the house, because if that goes, Hungary might play the hit on that Yellowstone back 8 and bring that stone back 12 into play. I do believe they are looking at the run back though. That's a tough shot to play to keep your gold medal dreams alive.
Wow.
Playing this long center guard right down into pretty much across all those red stones, and try and stick it right there.
Yeah, if you can hit it just right in the crotch, then shooter or the yellow's gonna stick there. But man, what a shot for the last end to get your team into that semi-final. Minji Kim, 84% on 8 takeouts this game.
Well, she's been pretty solid for many parts of the game. She's made some good shots. We'll see if she can pull this off. Sweeping this hard, it does really break here. Might have overcurled, I think they have. They get one red off, but they're gonna leave a draw for Hungary to win the game, or maybe just the open takeout on the yellow might just be the easier call. Make that Yellowstone go. And Hungary is in the semi-final. They're definitely discussing it. We have seen Dorothea Palancia flash a takeout earlier in the game, but she's made all her draws. I guess it's just down to preference. You'd see most people throw the takeout though, wouldn't you, Alison? Just an open hit, make that go.
Just
even though it
get out of there.
It does curl there, but still you can even play the out turn on it if you want to.
Just make it go away.
Well, they're having a big discussion here. I'm not quite sure. I wonder if the...
Makes you wonder. I mean, we saw her stats on her draws versus her hits.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just contemplating whether or not she feels comfortable throwing the hit, or since the draws are her specialty, she felt more comfortable doing that instead.
Last on of the 10th end here for Dorothea Palancia. Trying to make that Yellowstone go away to put Hungary into the semi-final of the World Junior Curling Championships. I think they have it. There you go. And it will roll out by scoring 3, good enough to beat Korea here, and an incredible game. Just a roller coaster of emotions, points, curling. 12-11. I think that says it all after 10 ends of play.
And you can just see the excitement.
And Hungary still have a chance to get to the very top of the podium. Korea will be bumped down into the bronze medal game. Still a chance to get to the podium for the Koreans, though. As we see the scoreline, not a single blank end in that second half of the game. Something out of the wildest I've seen in my entire career as a curling player and commentator. And we'll of course bring you some highlights from this 3-4 page playoff game. But first, I think some of you might be looking for a few updates. Just going to run through those again. Scotland, USA in the 1-2 page for the men's. It is Scotland 1 down with last stone in the 10th end. USA leading 5 shots to 4. Scotland having to score 2 to win the game, 1 for the extra. We have already seen Switzerland beat Canada in the 3-4 page playoff. So Switzerland for the men's will go to the semi-final. Matt Dunstone will be in the bronze medal game a second time in his career after getting a bronze medal back in Sochi 2013. For the 1-2 page on the women's side, we're seeing United States with a well, 1 down with last stone, also needing to score 2 for the win or 1 for the extra. And I believe we'll have some highlights now from our future game, Hungary-Korea. Hungary-Korea in the 3-4 page playoff game in the first end. It is Korea having to draw for their single. Minji Kim finds a forfeit quite easily to score their 1. In the second end, Dorothea Palancha, skip of Hungary, looking to blank the end. Just the overcurling here, and will stick around after 2 ends of play. It's 1 each. And in the third end, Minji Kim facing 2 red counters, throws an absolute beaut to run the Ilwin back, to sit for 1. 2 shots to 1 in favor of Korea after 3 ends of play. In the fourth, you would see Hungary with the chance to score 2. Skip Palancha making the nose hit. Puts 2 up on the board. They'll have a 1-point lead after 4. In the fifth end, so a skip deuce from Minji Kim, having made a beautiful draw on her first one. Second one, just as good. And that puts Korea back in the lead at halftime. In the sixth end, Palancha with a great chance to score 3. Just needing a little tap back on the yellow stone in the forfeit. Does enough to sit 3 and score 3. Hungary up 6 shots to 4. In the seventh end, quite the sloppy end from Hungary. Korea looking to play a nose hit to score a huge 4 to get right back in it. No problem for Minji Kim. Korea up 8 shots to 6. In the eighth end, you see Korea lying 1. Dorothea Palancha with the controlled in-turn takeout to score 3. After a measure, he would confirm that it is red, and 3 points for Hungary. Back in the lead, 9 shots to 8 after 8 ends of play. Well, in the ninth, Dorothea Palancha completely missing the double attempt, leaving 2 yellow stones in the house. Minji Kim drawing in for another score of 3. And points really building up. Coming into the 10th end, Hungary needing 2 points for the extra. But after a missed run back by Minji Kim, Palancha only needing this yellow stone to go away to win the game and put Hungary into the semi-final. Final score 12-11. And I do believe we have skip of Hungary, Dorothea Palancha, ready for us with our lovely reporter Alison Kraviazuk.
Congratulations. Your goal at the start of the week was to make it to the playoffs, and you've done just that. Describe how you and your team are feeling right now.
We are just can't believe it. So we are very happy now.
Yeah. Many points given up in that game. Will you change your strategy at all going into the next one?
I don't think so. As I told you earlier, we like draws, so we will try to play that draws.
One more game today, making that 3 games in total. How are you guys going to keep your energy up for the next one?
We will try to relax as well as we can. So we will see, but we will try our best.
Good luck tonight, and we'll be watching.
Thank you so much.